Just like in 2016, Donald Trump is trying to kind of revamp his 2024 campaign and make it all about how much he hates people that were not born in the United States. Specifically, of course, I am talking about Donald Trump's hatred of anyone coming across that southern border. And recently, during a campaign event in Iowa, he actually told the crowd that he was going to invoke the Alien Enemies Act so that he would have the unilateral authority to deport literally anyone that he wants to deport. Obviously, non-citizens, of course. But that leads me to this question. This comes from YouTube user Edenton 1974, who asks, please address the lack of attention being paid to Trump wanting to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, where he can unilaterally decide who he can detain or deport. He says it's for drug dealers, but it can be used on anyone he wants to use it on. So before this question came in, by the way, I had missed that speech in Iowa. I did not know that it happened. So obviously I look it up. And sure enough, Donald Trump talked about invoking the Alien Enemies Act, which, as you know, Edenton 1974 points out, I did some digging on the Alien Enemies Act as well. It gives the President of the United States the sole authority to deport or detain anyone that is not a citizen in the United States. And Trump did tell the crowd in Iowa, oh, I'm going to use it on drug dealers and suspected drug dealers. Cartel members and suspected cartel members. And it's the suspected part that we should all be suspect of, because that's all they need. You know, it's kind of like the whole war on terrorism thing, and I think this is a great analogy. We went over there to the Middle East, and we start just snatching people up, disappearing them to CIA black sites, throwing them down there in Gitmo. And we're like, well, I mean, you were all terrorists. Probably. Then the years drag on, and drag on, and drag on, and these people are being held, and then eventually we, go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, we got nothing on you. You weren't a terrorist. I know we held you for, 12 years, but yeah, you're free to go now. Have fun. Bye. It would be the same thing with the Alien Enemies Act. We wouldn't have to have proof because the burden is no longer on us. It's no longer on law enforcement. Donald Trump would have the sole authority to make that decision, yes or no, kind of like the Emperor and Gladiator, right? Thumbs up, thumbs down, live, die. Trump would be the guy up there making the decision. That's what's so terrifying about that. I know, obviously, in the United States, we are not yet a dictatorship. We are not an authoritarian government. But the Alien Enemies Act is 100% an authoritarian piece of legislation. And it gives the president unregulated authoritarian power to deport or detain anyone that individual sitting in the White House wants to. And that is horrific. And Donald Trump made it clear that is what he will do. And I don't doubt him. I think this is one of those campaign promises where we have to take dead seriously. That man has made it clear from day one of him announcing he was running for president in the first place, all the way back in 2015. He's made it clear he hates these folks. And he will do whatever it takes, whatever he can, to punish them, to make them the scapegoat for all that's wrong in America, because his base loves it. The Republican Party loves it. And he will use those people as his political pawns. There will be suffering. There will likely be death. But he doesn't care, because it'll score him a hell of a lot of political points. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.